Hey guys, welcome back to BlazedGoddessTarot. For today's figure card reading, we are looking into what is your boss's current thoughts. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the pile that calls out to you the most. Hey, pile number 1, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. I will also be having a 25% off deal on my readings for Thanksgiving, starting November 17th to the 30th. I just want to show my appreciation to you guys for supporting me. The coupon code will be on the screen and also in the comment section down below. If this reading resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to get some tarot cards, and as you can see, I'm doing my video a little bit different. I have 4 pick-a-piles, and I also have some pre-shuffled oracle cards at the end. So I even have 2 extra tarot cards for any type of quick advice. I will be posting another video with, advice towards your boss, because I know some of y'all have been wondering what to do. So this is like something small just to add on to this reading, but there will be an actual whole video for you later in the future. But we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. So for pile number 1, what does their boss currently think of them? What is their current thoughts? Pile number 1's boss. You have the Star. You have the Page of Cups. You have the 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck right now, you have the Knight of Wands. So with this page energy, you have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like that might be because this might be a new adventure. It might be a new work status. Let me get my wand. But pages represent basically the start of something. So I kind of feel like maybe this is a new project that you're working on, or maybe it's a new job, new department. They see with the 9 of Pentacles that you're very much able to do it by yourself. You may be fast learning. You might be full of bright ideas. I feel like with the Page of Cups, it also symbolizes them really liking you off the bat. Especially with the 3 of Cups too, because the 3 of Cups talks about friendships. It talks about celebrating and just having a good time. I feel like maybe with the Star, they kind of thought that they wished for this. I also feel like your boss may have think that they had to lose a lot to be able to bring someone like you in. Or again, if you're moving to a new department or a new position, you might have to let go of something before you can really continue. Yeah, because at the bottom of the deck, the 3 cards is the Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Justice, along with Temperance and the 6 of Wands. So they see that they can be very successful with you if everything is done right, which they feel like it will be. And I think it's interesting because if you look at the Star card along with the Temperance, they're both pouring these cups down. So I feel like maybe you're going into a higher position. Or maybe you finally found something to do with the side of being like disencouraged at work. You know what I mean? Like maybe you always kind of was daydreaming about another job. And you were kind of like looking elsewhere and stuff like that. And they're hoping that eventually something forms while you're still doing your job, you know? Or maybe not hoping, but probably already know that, you know, you might be daydreaming, you might just do your job and leave. And they feel like you've been doing such a good job, you might be doing it for a long time, and now they want to offer you something like right up under your up under your nose, up under your feet. So it's like they want to kind of catch you when you're daydreaming and basically offer you something that kind of catches you off guard. We're going to clarify these cards real quick. What is the star here for? Clarify these star cards, please. You have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you might be looking elsewhere. Or you might be focusing kind of more on the negative side of things. Or they might think that you're planning on leaving. Yeah. Then you have the Ten of Swords underneath the Page of Cups. And I feel like the reason they keep on trying to reach out to you and try to offer you a helping hand or wave at you, you know, anything of that nature. Really try to pull you back in is what I feel, because they don't want to lose you. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Well, this one actually came out with this, and honestly it makes a lot more sense too, because it goes back to basically saying that, you know, they're really paying attention to you, they really want to keep you, and they're really focused and fixated on you right now, even with a lot of other things going on. They know whatever they're going through right now will be 10 times worse if you was to walk out. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles, please. Yeah, Six Cups. I feel like you kind of go by the book. I feel like you are a good independent worker, but you know also how to teach others. You also know how to stop and help. They think that you are a really good team player. The Three of Cups with the Knight of Swords. I feel like they think that if they come around to you more and have more conversations with you and kind of bring you more into the present, then hopefully you will stay. I feel like they also try to talk to you more. Yeah, I feel like this is just a last-ditch effort to keep you. They might even tell you this. Like, they want to conversate with you. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. I feel like your boss overall... Yeah, there's the Three of Wands. They're trying desperately to keep you around. They just might not have that much to offer you. But they want to figure out something that will make you happy with this job. They want to figure out a way, like I said, to keep you around, but keep you happy. They don't want you to go anywhere. So this is going to be the advice. And the cards, the oracle cards you have Cobra, which I'm going to have to look in the book for that. You have Ghost. You have Happiness. You have Romantic Feelings. And with the oracle cards, I haven't seen these. Okay? I just want to say that because with the Ghost card, that's pretty convenient. You have Real Estate, which says Wealth, Investment, Major Project. What did I say? You could be starting a project. And then you have evidence, detective, investigation, proof. So yeah, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I feel like the Cobra is how they currently feel, honestly, because it does talk about, you know, because even in the Cobra, it hovers and watches. It's every present, every protecting, and ever loving. So I feel like they're really trying to protect you here. They're really trying to protect what they have with you instead of having to face what they are without you. They're trying to, like with the King of Cups, I even put it over the King of Cups. They are watching you, okay? They are trying to figure out what they can learn from you, what they can learn about you, so they could try to keep you around a little bit more. But right now, they are kind of playing the waiting game with you, trying to see kind of like what you do. Now, with Ghost and Happiness, I feel like that definitely does talk about, with the Ghost, they do think that you're planning on leaving, or that you will eventually leave, okay? With Happiness, I feel like they are, again, really, really happy with you being here. They really do appreciate you. And I feel like with Happiness being red and representing the root chakra, I feel like it does definitely talk about how they feel safe with you being here. And you're definitely helping their comfort zone. And they feel like without you, it probably become unstable. With the romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I feel like romantically, it might just be for the ones that know, if it is romantic or not. But reading this as a career reading, I feel like this is just saying that they don't feel like this with any other employee. It's just you. So kind of goes back with the Cobra, because the Cobras, Cobras are really admired, but they're really feared. Like your boss may kind of, admire you for the work, but it kind of scares them a little bit at the same time. But romantic feelings, I feel like they are thinking like this person is worth keeping around, they're worth investing in, they're worth trying to save them. All right. I feel like real estate, investment, wealth, major project, I feel like that goes back to, maybe this is a big project. Maybe this is a new job. But investment, I feel like that's them saying, like, again, that you're worth investing in. They can figure out, like with evidence, they're still watching you. They're trying to figure out how to keep you around. They're really, really trying their hardest to learn more about you and kind of move you in a little bit faster. So for your advice, oh wow, you literally have the Star and the Five of Pentacles. That is crazy. Wow. Again, these are pre-shuffled, and y'all saw me shuffle the tarot. But yeah, I feel like this is advice to you to go ahead and picture what you want, regardless if it's at this place or that place. And don't be afraid to walk away. You got to do what you got to do for yourself. If your dream is to get out of that place and don't look back. It might even say like around winter time is when you're going to get another job or when you're going to move to another job. Or spring. But this is definitely saying to go ahead, do whatever your heart desires. Even if you have to leave this place, even if you have to do X, Y, and Z, go ahead and do it. Because, yeah, this boss really does like you and everything, but sometimes, you know, it's only for themselves. It's only for their comfort zone. But alright, pile number 1, that is all that I have for you. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book your own private reading with me, again, the link is in the description, and the coupon code is also in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. I will also be having a 25% off deal on my readings starting November 17th to the 30th. I just want to show my appreciation to you guys for supporting me. The coupon code is on the screen, and it is also in the comment section down below. I will start this reading off with some tarot, and also got some pre-shuffled oracle cards for you guys. I even have 2 tarot cards for any type of advice moving forward with your boss. It's just for something small with this reading, so you have a little bit of a message, but I will be having another video come out for overall what is your advice towards your boss and what should you do. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So what is your boss's current thoughts towards you right now? Pile number 2. You have the 2 of Swords. You have the 6 of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hanged Man. We are going to eventually clarify these cards, so we're just going to get the messages off of these real quick and then go back and clarify them. I say that because starting off with the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, I was kind of like, maybe they think that you're on the fence about leaving, or they don't know if you're going to stay or go. But with the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like they definitely want to offer you something. They want to offer maybe more responsibilities, more of a different position. With the 3 of Wands, it does talk about like the future, seeing progression, seeing something follow this sort of action. I think I'm gonna need to clarify them now, honestly. Because like the 3 of Wands does talk about the future, but it's like, what about the future? Kind of to see if you do stay or leave, or maybe the 2 of Swords is them basically saying they don't know where your head's at, what you think of them. They're probably wondering the same thing. Yeah, see? You have the Chariot. Yeah, so they don't really, oh no, maybe they see you as a good worker, but it's kind of like at the same time, they don't really know if you're here for the long term. Because even on this card, it says risk. It says gain. Yeah. So they know it's kind of a risk to offer you this, but I feel like they're going to anyways, because I think they don't want to have a chance of you leaving. Clarify these 6 of Swords. Clarify the 6 of Swords. And it's like they also don't know really what to do when it comes to you. They don't really know what would be the best outcome, what would be the best position for you. Clarifying the Six of Swords, you have the King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like they're trying to stay ahead of the game. This is the third time I've seen the Lovers as well. So I feel like your boss really does like you. They really do like your work ethic. But they're trying to... I feel like maybe your boss does have like secret feelings for you. For the ones that kind of think this. Because I feel like with the Two of Swords, they might think that out of sight, out of mind, that it'll work, and that they can just basically leave this in the past. They think that maybe if they don't see you, then there's not like a risk of wanting to come towards you. But I think with the Nine of Pentacles, regardless if it is or isn't romantic feelings, I feel like they know that you're aware of your self-worth. So you're not afraid of like getting your stuff and leaving. So like they noticed that, they observed that, and now it's like they're trying to be smarter about the situation. What about the Ace of Pentacles? Clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, you have Judgment. Yeah, they feel like it's just right to offer you the position. They think that it wouldn't be really much of anything to you. Like maybe it's a position that would be harder for other people, but it would be easier for you to do. Like you already got the skills, it wouldn't be so bad to teach you. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like they think that you're very creative. You kind of think outside the box compared to people. You have strength. Yeah, like I said, they think that you are a good aspect to this place. Then you also have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck to support this. I feel like they're kind of going back and forth. Yeah, see, there's the romantic feelings if you feel like that. But they might be thinking more of an assistant type of job. Or something where y'all work closer as a team. Like you're on the same level as them, I feel like. See, even on this box it says greater value. So I think they even think that you might be more of a hard worker than they are. Or you're pretty close to it. You bring in a lot of equalness. Or equality, I guess. Yeah, and then you have the Hermit in reverse, clarifying the Three of Wands. These cards also want to come out. You have the Moon and the Five of Pentacles. I'm just going to put over here. At the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Yeah. See, they want to have you kind of like where you serve them, or you can help bring their load off. See, like even this woman, like she's doing the work and then you have people just watching her. I feel like that's kind of how they are now. It's because they're impressed with you. They want to bring you closer. They want to have this locked in. And with the Three of Wands being clarified by the Hermit, it's definitely talking about how they don't want to be left alone. They don't want to have to go inward for this work. They don't want to have to really do so much. And then you have the Five of Pentacles and the Moon together. And I feel like that just basically talks about, like, even with this deck, like, this person is laying down. And it's like this person is acting like they don't really see you, and because they think that you're kind of like a newbie. You might not know better, so they can kind of do whatever. I feel like put you through whatever because you don't know basically how to say no or whatever. There's some type of reason why they think they can just walk all over you. They think that bringing you to their level will make their job easier. But overall, they do think that you're a good worker. They do think that it would be kind of difficult without you. But more in a sense, like, they would have to go back to doing the same thing over and over again. So, like, your boss wouldn't sit here and say that they need you, but they need you in order to have an easier job, basically. For your Oracle cards, you have Scorpion. You have Growth. You have Finances and Career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You have Very Soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This wanted to flip in reverse, so I'm going to keep it in reverse. You have Family, which says Bond, Home, Background, and it's in reverse. You have Withdrawal, Quit, Awakening, Rejection. And then you have Blessing, Fulfillment, Well-being, Enlightenment. And then we'll save these two after. So, I feel like with Scorpion, you know, because it's Scorpio, right? Well, I feel like Scorpios are known for, like, keeping things kind of on the down low. I don't think Scorpios are secretive. They could just come off as secretive because they don't just put everything out there. They're more of a private person. But another thing about a Scorpion, not a Scorpio, but a Scorpion, like, they're pretty fast when it comes to movement. And then you also have the Very Soon card. So I feel like them moving you or doing whatever is pretty quick, right? And even Growth, you know, you're going up on the leaderboard. I said leaderboard, but you're going up in that ladder, right? And I think it's funny because with Family in reverse, your person, I mean, not your person, but your boss, probably instead of thinking you're leaving, they're leaving. And they think it's really cool because now they can get you trained and filled in and then turn around and leave. Because I feel like they might be the ones to quit. Because with Family in reverse, it's kind of giving me like a bad vibe. But honestly, with the Quit card, with the Withdrawal card right beside it, I feel like it is definitely talking more about them leaving. Because I feel like with the Finances and Career, maybe they're not getting enough. Maybe they had to go somewhere. Maybe they have a job that's offering more money. You know, it could be a lot of different things. But I definitely feel like with Finances and Career, your boss definitely found something else. They're growing outside of this company. And they feel better knowing that you can take their spot than just leaving everybody else to do it. But we'll look at your advice. Your advice is Death and Hermit. 2 major arcana. I think it's cool that y'all both got the Hermit card, but that one was in reverse. Because that talks about transportation. No, not transportation. Transformation. Gosh, sometimes I mix those two words up real bad. But you're basically turning into like a new you. A new position. And like Hermit talks about being quiet. Can I have some more advice for pile number 2, please? Clarify the Death. You have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Wands. What's the Hermit here for? Clarifying the Hermit, you have the Page of Wands and the Six of Cups, along with the King of Pentacles. Okay, that makes it more clear. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. So, with the Death card, like I said, you're going through a lot of change. You have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Wands. And with the Five of Wands, I feel like it's going to be a lot of drama. Well, maybe not drama, but conflict. You might have a lot of work to do, and it might be kind of making you feel like it seems impossible to overcome this. But with the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands, it's definitely saying that you're going to get the hang of it. You just got to believe in yourself. This is also a message for self-worth. You kind of have to... You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust your abilities, trust yourself. Because once you do that, you're going to get everything that you want. And I feel like with the Six of Wands, you're also going to get a lot of admirers. Like, a lot of people are going to see it. A lot of people are going to really like it. You're just going to come out victorious if you do take this. But with the Hermit, it's basically saying, be an introvert for a little bit. Because it'll kind of show you with the Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, who's really going to be in your corner. Who's really going to help you throughout this process. So don't be in everybody's face. Just let them come to you. Let them show you. Don't try to just jump into it independently. You're going to need the people around you. You just got to kind of filter out who's going to help you, who's not going to help you. And again, with the Knight of Pentacles, it is going to be a long, slow ride. And especially with the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, and I'm going to stop pulling at the Sun. It's going to be very, very difficult at first. But I feel like it's something that you need to align yourself with, because it's more you versus you than you versus this job. Okay, so I feel like just believe in yourself, keep a watch on your mindset, and you'll be okay. You're gonna get through it. But thank you so much for pile number 2 for watching. Again, if you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com, along with the coupon code. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hey, pile number 3. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. I will also be having a 25% off deal on my readings starting November 17th to the 30th. I just want to show my appreciation to you guys for supporting me throughout my journey. The coupon code is on the screen, and it will also be in the comment section down below. So for this video, we're going to look into your boss's current thoughts towards you. We're going to start with tarot. And then we have some oracle cards over here that's pre-shuffled that we're going to dive into next. So let's go ahead and get started. So for pile number 3, what is their boss's current thoughts? What is pile 3's person cards? Oh, and I also forgot that I also have 2 tarot cards at the end of it to basically give you any type of advice. I just kind of... For this reading, I will also have a bigger reading for any type of advice with your boss and your work and everything like that in a later video. But I just wanted to at least give y'all a little bit of advice in a reading now. So, for pile number 3, what is their current thoughts? What is their boss's current thoughts? Pile 3. You have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups in reverse. You have the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, along with the Eight of Swords. Your boss might see you a little bit in competition, or they find you some type of competition, I feel like. Because with the Two of Pentacles, it kind of gives me a vibe that they don't know if they like you or not. But then, like, the King of Cups in reverse makes me want to say they don't. And then you got the Ten of Cups, which is like, well, I want to say they do. So I feel like they sometimes think that they like you, and then sometimes they don't. They kind of go back and forth. But I do feel like it's definitely a bunch of back and forth. I feel like even with the Eight of Swords, they feel like maybe you have to work, but you don't really like it with the Seven of Pentacles. We're just going to go ahead and clarify these cards because I'm not really getting much messages. Two of Pentacles. Can you clarify the Two of Pentacles? Because that's all I'm getting, and it's not, like, clear if they like you or not. Two of Pentacles, please. Two of Pentacles. You have the Chariot. Clarify the King of Cups in reverse, please. Okay. You have the Page of Swords, along with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Can you clarify more the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands. So it still gives me like kind of a back and forth. It's kind of like a neutral type of vibe. Because it's like 1 minute, I feel like this person don't know too much about you. And I feel like they know it too. Because it's like 1 minute they think that you're working, another minute they think that you're lazy. 1 minute they think that, you know, you're doing a good job, you're getting stuff done, but another minute you're not really helping, you're not really being part of the team. Maybe they think that they can pack more onto you and you're not going to care. I just feel like maybe they think that your work pace is fast, slow, and it kind of just goes back and forth. I do feel like with the Chariot, though, it does talk about, like, you having success, you still getting your work done, and it looking good, and still being a good worker. Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. Seven of Cups. In reverse. They think maybe you're happy here. Like, you don't want to go anywhere. Seven of Pentacles. Or that you just don't like your other options. You're not really looking for other options. You have the, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Hermit along with the Three of Cups. See, and that's kind of like, it really contradicts each other because with the Hermit, it's being by yourself, you know, going inward, figuring out stuff. Then you got the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So maybe you don't like the job, but you like the people. Because the Three of Cups talks about being social, you know, putting yourself out there. It's like, I feel like they just don't know you. And they're starting to realize that they don't really know you as much. Yeah, the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords? Two of Wands. Yeah, you might have told this person that you're looking somewhere else. Yeah, because then you got the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. So it kind of gives me a vibe like you don't really like what you're doing, but you're staying anyways, or that you're looking for a job. You just haven't done it yet. It's like you communicated, or if you told somebody and it reached your boss saying that you're planning on looking for a job because you're unsatisfied. And your boss kind of feels like, in other words, you're not finding anything, that you're trapped here. And that you kind of have to, like, suck it up. Or I feel like not so much suck it up, but they feel like it's their wish granted and not yours. Because I feel like they do want you to stay. They don't want to hire anybody else. See, and it kind of don't make sense because of the Ten of Cups with the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like maybe your boss thinks that you're in a comfort zone and you don't really like looking for jobs. You don't like applying for it. You don't like interviews. You don't like the whole process. So maybe not even that. Maybe you don't like the department or the position that you're in, so you're trying to move to a different one because you do like the company. You don't want to go outwards and try to find, a different company or a different job. But right now, you're just looking to find something inside. And it just hasn't happened yet. Or you haven't made a decision on really what to do right now. And I feel like with the King of Cups in reverse, it's like your boss thinks that there's really not that many opportunities right now. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards. So you have the Tarantula. You have Caution. You have Intuition. You have Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. That's what I was just saying. These are pre-shuffled, but I didn't look at them. You also have Curse, Hate, I don't know how to say that middle word, and Misfortune. And then you have Moneret, Dictatorship, Dominant, and yeah, I don't know these words. Like I do, but I don't know how to say them. Don't judge me, please. But I feel like definitely with the Caution and Intuition, I feel like they just might tell by the look on your face that you're just not happy. They think that they have to, like, again, with the get to know you, I feel like that definitely is saying that, what I was saying earlier, that they don't really know you. So it's like 1 minute they think that you're not doing good, and then on paper it looks like you're doing good. So it's like they're kind of not, they might not even know your position. They might not even know what really goes on in your day-to-day life. But again, like I said, they might think that they could put more work onto you and you not say anything. And then with this curse, it might be, you're not having the best of luck finding another job, not finding anything that you actually want. And the Tarantula also talks about following your intuition as well. So I feel like your boss thinks that You may be more in a comfort zone. Like, you don't want to leave this place because of the people. You might be emotionally attached to the people or don't want to leave them behind. And it's really slowing you down from, you know, your deeper purpose in life. It's like something your boss sees you do is really stopping you from having so much success. It's not letting you get to your dreams. You're kind of just going with the wind. You're not really taking matters into your own hands. But let's go ahead and look at your advice. You have the Tower and the Page of Pentacles. This literally goes with what I was just saying with the tarantula. Your advice is to just go ahead and restart. With the Page of Pentacles, you've already tried with this company. It's time to let that go down in flames. Let that kind of go with the wind instead. Because with the Tower, once the Tower goes down, it gets cleaned out, and then it also has a new area to rebuild. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to do. It wants you to realize that your purpose is not here, it's elsewhere. This was just a stepping stone. Okay? This is not what you're supposed to be doing for the rest of your life. So this is basically saying, to follow your intuition, figure out really what you want to do and how the steps are to take it, and just leap. Go ahead and do it. Because I feel like if you don't do it, it's eventually going to happen to you. You know, this building is still up. She took the choice to jump, right? She could have stayed in that building. She could have collapsed. She could have went down with it. Don't live your life like that. Do what is best for you. Know that whatever you're attached to is always going to be with you. No matter it's memories or people, it's going to be with you. Okay? But that is all that I'm getting for you, pile number 3. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com, along with the coupon code. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hey, pile number 4. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. I will also be having a 25% off deal on my readings starting November 17th to the 30th for Thanksgiving. I want to show my appreciation to you guys for supporting me throughout my journey here. The coupon code is on the screen, and it's also going to be in the comment section down below. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start with tarot. We're going to start with tarot cards, and then I'll also have some oracle, some pre-shuffled oracle cards over here. I have not looked at them, so we're just going to see if it goes along with the reading. I also have 2 additional tarot cards, basically saying any type of advice. I just wanted to do a little bit of a advice message. I will eventually do a what is your advice towards your boss, like a bigger reading in the future, but I just wanted to include a little bit of an advice with your message. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with the tarot. So for pile number 4, what is their boss's current thoughts towards them right now? Pile number 4. You have the Emperor. You have the 3 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. You have the King of Cups. You have the 6 of Swords. We're just going to immediately clarify these cards real quick. Clarify the Emperor, please. That has way too many cards. Clarify Emperor, please. Okay. One card, please. Clarify Emperor, please. You have the King of Swords. Clarify the Three of Cups, please. Clarify the Three of Cups. With the Page of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Cups. You have the Four of Wands. Oh no. Okay, so you got the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups, and I just dropped the rest of the deck. Let me pick that up real quick. Make sure y'all can see the cards. Okay, so I feel like there might be a little bit of a manipulation coming from your boss, because there's a lot of king energy, but most importantly, the Emperor and the King of Swords, I feel like that is kind of like a manipulative type of vibe, because the King of Swords is more of the manipulative king, I feel like, out of all of them. But with Emperor, I feel like there might be a power struggle. There might be more of the power going to your boss's head type of vibe. The Three of Cups and the Page of Swords, I feel like they might think that you're onto them a little bit with this information. But the reason that they're doing this is because I feel like they want something out of you. Like maybe you're making their job easier. Maybe you kind of come to work and do your own thing. You don't have to really worry too much. If you know your boss isn't manipulative, then I feel like they might be trying to just learn more about you, because they do see that you are a good team player and everything like that. But I feel like with the King of Cups, they might notice that you're not fully happy, or there's something that's throwing your energy off. With the Six of Swords and Eight of Cups, they think that you might be leaving. You might be wanting to walk out. What's really getting my attention is the Emperor and the King of Swords, because I feel like that's really more to do with them. Like, I feel like your boss might be a little more self-absorbed than the rest of the piles. I feel like with the Page of Swords and the Three of Cups, they might be trying to learn about you through friends or through co-workers. Or that's like all they know about you is through friends and co-workers. I feel like with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, they are super happy that you're a part of the team and that you show up and do your job. Let me clarify more of the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. What is this energy for? Why this energy? Five of Cups and Eight of Cups. Death. Ace of Wands. Yeah, they feel like you might have some type of change. Yeah, because now you're popping up as the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like there is definitely, your boss thinks there's some type of change that is best for you. Like, if you have another job up your sleeve, then it's probably in the best for you to go ahead and take that job. I feel like they are going to be sad to see you leave, but they were happy that, you know, you're on to better things. I feel like you also try to offer yourself a lot to this boss. Like, if you see them upset or sad, you usually do try to help take things off their shoulders. You do try to really help this person. If they're sad, you try to at least make them smile and stuff like that. So I feel like your boss is also hoping the best for you, even if that means leaving this behind. But I feel like your boss, like, they might also have an offer to you, for you. Like, the offer could be about money. It could also be more about a promotion. But I definitely feel like something new is coming in with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Let's go ahead and look at your Oracle cards. So you have the Turtle. I feel like that does represent how, like, slowly they are when it comes to approaching the situation or just learning things about you. It's kind of like slow and steady, like, wins the race. You got Stingray. Stingray's kind of giving me a vibe like they think that you're starting to align with your higher purpose. They're starting to hope that you're more balanced. I feel like a stingray is also, like, if you touch the stingray wrong, if you do wrong to the stingray usually protects itself by stinging you back, right? So I feel like your boss knows that you stick up for yourself. You do your work at an appropriate, timely manner. You don't rush through it. You don't try to get it done as fast as you can. You do have an appropriate speed. And I feel like with the stingray and the turtle, with them both being water signs, I feel like you kind of really do go with the flow. And I feel like your boss is trying to do the same thing too. You have comfort. You have frustration. I feel like this goes back to saying, like, if you see this boss upset, you do offer support, you know? You do try to help. I feel like this frustration is probably out of your control, out of their control. And I feel like you bring them comfort, so if you up and left, it would be kind of frustrating to them. Be kind of frustrating to them. Because that would also mean change for them as well. You have, this could be the one. You've already met your romantic partner you seek. So, I think that's why they're trying to offer you something, because they know, like, you're one of a kind. You have adventure, explorer, passion, travel. Yeah, again, you might be just walking away, but walking uphill. Like, you're really focused on leaving. You're really focused on looking elsewhere. Then you have aid. It says mercy, charity, kindness. So I feel like, again, like, there's always a helping hand when you're around. Your boss thinks that you're really kind, that you really do bring a lot of happiness to the work environment, even if they don't really know you talk about. But I feel like they know with this adventure card, you're always looking for something else. You're always looking for something better. Like, yeah, I feel like you're satisfied where you're at, but you know that could be better out there for you. The stingray talks about developing confidence and sense of self. So this does talk about personal growth. It also decides between the old, which is the easy, comfortable, and familiar, along with the new, which is challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes this decision even more complicated. No matter what the choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. So this talks about, again, basically going back to the adventure card and really wanting to look out and look for better. They think that you're on the verge of figuring out your life's purpose, which is much, much more than what you're doing now and what this place has to offer you. They see that you're going after your dreams and going after the thing that really makes you the happiest, whatever makes you confident. And they feel like, yeah, you're happy here, but you could be happier somewhere else. The turtle talks about grounding and connecting them to the deeper truths of life. No matter where their travel leads them, the turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shell for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. And literally it says, when in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive. So this is talking about trusting yourself and making that leap. It talks about, being adventurous and getting out of your comfort zone. So your boss does see you wanting to break reality and go after more. Your advice is the Chariot and Judgment. I love that the cards resonate with each other. This is your advice to go after what you want. You already got the calling. You already know what you need to do. If you have any more questions, the answers will come to you. You need to choose to be great now. You need to choose what will make you happy, what will serve you in the long run. Okay? You already got the answers. You just need to leap. You already need to put it in action. But I feel like your boss is definitely seeing that in you. They're going to try their best to kind of wing you from the truth and try to get you to go down a different path. But this is saying, go with what your true self is saying. Does that make sense? Don't get persuaded by somebody else when you yourself know what you want. But alright, pile number 4, that is all that I have for you. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Again, if you want to book your own private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com along with the coupon code. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!